All right. Well, yeah. Let's begin then. Um,
Oh fuck,
we...
that was me, wasn't it?
What was you?
Oh shit, that's me having to do the trial.
Oh, I should probably log into Roll20, huh?
Yeah, I was wondering why no one is on Roll20 yet.
Oh shit.
I'm on Roll20.
That's pretty fun.
Doc, you're the first one that's logged in after me. I've been setting game and no one's been on.
Oh shit, I forgot the entire thing.
Yeah, Roll20 is kind of beneficial for playing a game on Roll20. It's amazing how that works, actually.
It's interesting how little we actually use it sometimes.
You mean I can't just roll my dice here and tell you what it was? What happened?
If you had a camera on and you could show the dice on the camera, then yes, you could.
What are you saying? I can use it?
As long as I can see the rolls. I have a lovely dice tower over here that I've made. See?
Wow.
See, wow. You want to see
You
the
can
most
see one
idiotic dice ever?
one layer has not been painted yet.
Oh.
But,
I'm
You wanna see the
confused.
most stupid dice?
Why is there a picture of my face on your video?
because it's Skype, dude.
Oh, it's in Skype. Well, it doesn't show me that, so I'm like, do I have a picture on my profile? Really?
yeah, that is the picture that you have on Skype.
Yeah.
You say?
Oh, it's missing
Look
the
at-
beard.
That's
Look
a
at the most
nice
idiotic
die.
dice.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a DM die. The
Ooh,
players
I
can't
like
see
it.
what I'm.
Yeah.
The players can't see what I'm rolling.
Uh-huh.
It's the point of it. It's
Oh, I hate those dice.
I love them.
I like the purpose behind them, but I always hate trying to read them when I roll.
yeah, it's
Like,
a
this isn't worth it. I don't care if they know they're dying.
I usually just
No.
make sure they're dying, and then it's not an issue that they know the die rolls.
oh.
So do we need a recap or can we just
the recap
start?
is you've been slogging your way through the trials for weeks now. Actually,
Uh,
it's been like
we-
2
So-
days. But...
here's the thing, guys.
Please.
The trials don't matter at all. So the trials don't matter. We don't need any of the trials. Do you still want to do the trials?
Let's go. Let's go. I did
Okay.
not want to do the trial to begin.
Everybody lock hands and we teleport.
with. Yeah.
The
Oh.
realization hits finally out of the blue.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, well, like when it came up time to do mine, it's like I'm not gonna waste all of my resources doing this one fight before we go to the city. I would rather just go to the city with all my resources
Yeah.
intact.
I was planning to just blow my staff of power, just one shot the thing and get out of there. That was my goal because I don't want to do this fight. I just want to get it over with. So that was my logic.
Yeah, a little bit of DM finally saying, "Look, just what are you
Yeah.
doing?"
The trial I really wanted to do is the fire one anyway. I could care less about the lightning.
Are you a metalsmith?
No,
Why did you want to do the fire one then?
because I like fire.
Theirs is the trial of the forge.
Oh, well then, you see, it doesn't matter anyway. Let's just go to Vonenheim.
Probably just some heat resistant. How long can you blah 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 withstand something?
Actually,
Usually how it is.
I will just go ahead and tell
craft the
you
thing.
what the trial of fire is. You have to forge a sword while you're being attacked by fire elementals.
Cool. All right.
But basically,
Let's-
there's a giant room. All of the pieces of the sword that you need are in different parts of it, and elementals attack you as you're gathering the pieces. You have to take them all to the anvil and forge them. That's that trial.
Wow. Okay then.
Like,
So
you get to
yeah.
keep the sword afterwards.
Oh, by the way,
So
now
we
you
were
guys
not
can
magical
see
sword.
why I'm getting breathing all the time.
Huh?
Now you can see why I'm breathing into my mic all the time.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
because
it
you
like
have it
that,
right
yeah.
next. You're eating it.
Yeah, like so. And right now it's just.
Yeah. Well, can't you like move it to the side?
I did
No, not up.
Not completely to the
Yeah.
side. Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's
Now
not
you- now you have-
adjustable.
Now you have a
Yeah.
top knot.
Oh, it's adjustable up and down, but it's not the left and right.
Mine's
Oh,
actually
okay.
the same. It goes up and down, but not left and right.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
Unless you get the really kind of expensive ones. Most of them are like that.
This is the expensive one. This is the 400-pound one.
Oh, and it only goes up and down.
well,
but it's solidly built. That's
Yeah,
the trade-off.
yeah. It can handle anything. I've lost this everywhere. It was in a car crash even, so.
All right, so you all lock hands, and where are you going?
teleporting to the ship. Before we do that, though, wait. Everybody knows about the ship, right?
Yeah.
That it's trying to kill the giant. What are we gonna do about that?
I
Well-
mean, it's your ship. What can we do about it?
I'd like to kill the giant.
Well, the wait, what?
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 You're trying to kill this man
Wait,
Winter now.
wait. Go back for a second here. Hold on.
So we're gonna
That
shift
came out
to
of nowhere.
in-character conversation because if that was an in-character comment, I think we're gonna have to roll
No.
initiative or something.
That wasn't an comment. That was an out of character comment.
Christ. I was like, what? Okay, fair, fine.
Okay, so you're making a plan to kill Old Man Winter.
No.
I'm just saying, in character, boring. Say, my ship wants to kill Old Man Winter. What do we do?
Why?
Because he sits upon the throne of its ancestor, basically,
Okay.
on bones of his spelljammer.
Is the ship not intelligent enough to figure out that he wouldn't have been the one that put the bones there or made it?
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah. I'm like, hey, can you what's the connection?
Not the point.
I don't know what that face means, Jamie.
I'm with Kim.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why you can't understand. It's like sitting on your
Can it
granddad.
be reasoned? If
I
he knows that.
it's been increasingly irrational for a while, and at this moment, it makes a lot of sense. They are literally sitting on the bones of its relatives. Now, if I could convince it possibly to spare Old Man Winter, we would still have to get rid of the throne. And even then, I don't think Old Man Winter would want the throne to be removed. So
Do
we have
we
either
know
way.
what the throne is?
It's the throne of the God, fuck. I know it in character because I've read about it.
The bones
Is
of
it
the
magical?
The bones of the world. Yes, it's the reason why all of the frost is here.
So, what is she hoping to do to? I mean, it's an ancient, powerful
Bring it
artifact
back
that
to the Spelljammer, the one that exists currently.
is.
Actually, Doc, I will tell you because I think out of character you may be confused.
Okay.
What your ship actually said to you was that the throne was a desecration and should be destroyed.
Okay. So he wants to destroy it. Got it. So I will say, yeah, it wants to destroy it entirely.
So, what would the repercussions of destroying something that powerful be? If it has the power to freeze an entire sphere, I don't think that its destruction will be simple or non-destructive.
Casey, can I roll an Arcana on this?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I will too. Just, I think I know.
I'm
what would happen.
re-rolling. I'm re-rolling this one.
And if that's not a logical conclusion to jump to, Casey, I'm sorry, but it
No,
seems
no,
like a
no,
logical
yeah.
one to me, knowing nothing about any of this.
I got
In
a
or out of
41
character.
just
Yeah.
to see what would happen if that would. Yeah.
I guess I'll just assist you while you're going through this. Because
Well, Vorian, with that roll, You're fairly certain in what the soul said to you is pretty accurate. It wants to rain hell and damnation on that city and that world.
The destruction of the throne.
Yeah, you get the impression that if it rains all of its firepower onto the throne and manages to crack the magic of the throne,
Hey, there's Seeger.
that would then result in an aftermath that would pretty much decimate that world.
So we're talking about if we allowed the solar space to do what it wanted, it would mean genocide for that world.
I think no. I think you have to think more logically on it. Sorry, I'm going to go into character. I believe that there is a more logical reasoning behind this. If you commit genocide on this world, I believe that you also commit genocide on the people, because the people are attracted by the throne, and if the throne of the Titans is gone, I believe that you may be causing a greater devastation than what you're currently seeing or believing.
You're saying that this will have rippling effects on the giants themselves. It will destabilize them entirely.
Highly likely, because they have all been drawn to the throne at several occasions in the past, yes? So if that longing, if that wanting to be with its own people is not there, I believe that you will destabilize the entire Titan or maybe giant structure.
So we would basically be destroying any semblance of organization that the giants have or once had.
That is my reasoning, yes.
It sounds like we don't know what will happen other than destruction, and it may be so
We
at
know that it will be bad. That's all.
least case scenario, like best case scenario, the whole planet's gone and the rest of the giants get to go along. Worst case scenario is the whole sphere blows up and the rippling effects destabilize the giants everywhere, and I don't know, maybe they'll just start attacking random people, or who knows.
I don't know about that, but
So is there another alternative? Do you think that there is another solution that we can reach with your ship? In which case, I don't know, some kind of
Casey,
what's the word when you repay a injury or death? There's a word for it. I can't think of it.
I think you
Restitution.
actually,
Some form of restitution.
okay? I think
That could be
maybe.
made.
I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna ask Casey. Is there a way for me to take the sphere that is the soul of space, out of the aesthetic, or is it too ingrained in it?
It's been in there for a number of years now. Bear that in mind. And what you saw when it first entered the aesthetic was basically that the malleable kind of material of the aesthetic enveloped the sphere.
Okay.
You get the impression that it would be very much less you taking the sphere out of the aesthetic, as the aesthetic would need to give you back the sphere.
Vorian, is it safe to assume that the soul that you're talking about is in fact one of the Spelljammers?
The soul that I'm talking about is the core of the last Spelljammer.
So, if it is attracted only to a single common purpose, right now the closest purpose would be to go to the giants. What if we gave it another purpose? If we would, let's say, assume, go to hunt the Spelljammer and send the ship on its own way, while the rest of us move towards the giant, that would certainly at least appease it for a time being.
You're saying that you want me to go with it.
That's
a plan B, I suppose. I think I can try and talk with it. And if all goes wrong, then I will take it and I will leave.
Can you control it? If it
Very
chooses,
moderately.
is it possible that it could overpower you?
It's possible that it has free will and it could act as if it were just a regular person.
Ah,
Not
Like
so
so.
much as overpowering me.
Huh.
But if I take it and I say, we are going now to the Spelljammer, then perhaps it will forget about, or at least it will see to this throne at a later date.
How? I am sorry, I do not know, Vorian. How smart is this soul?
Extremely.
I assumed so. So just going after it will not be enough. You will actually have to do the deed as well.
Destroying the throne will happen. It's just a matter of time. It's just when.
So
If I can convince it that it is not the right time to do it now, then perhaps I can spare us that. If
you
I
aim-
can't, then I will have to leave.
I see.
I have to take it with me to go and find the Spelljammer. That is the only way it will agree to wait.
Well, then our course is fairly set, would you not say?
I suppose so.
We are running out of time either way, so we must get a move.
I hold hands. I hold my hands out. Is everyone going? To say, Seeger, by the way, we found out that trials mean nothing, so we're leaving. Go into the ship, and we were just talking about the ratifications of the ship destroying the throne and all of that just now. So
Yeah.
So we're going back. Teleporting back.
All right. You teleport back to the soul. You all get there, and you immediately notice that something has changed. The people that you left behind, the 3 fire giants, and Old Man Blade. That's all that was left behind, right?
And the Cyclops.
On Cyclops, yeah.
And the Cyclops, right. Old Man Blade's attendant. Are all kind of sat close by each other, looking very nervous. And they kind of look at you and they say, it just changed. And as you start looking around, you realize that whereas before it had taken on kind of almost a spaceship-like appearance, the aesthetic has changed its form. And it no longer looks like a spaceship.
What does it look like now? What is its form?
It looks like... Give me 1 second.
A giant Glock in space.
Giant Glock. Yeah.
That would be
That
impressive.
would be insane, though.
But no, it does not look like a giant Glock. It, in fact, looks like...
Fires planet-sized bullets.
Apologies for this, I'm just taking
That's
a bit of a time to upload it. Why is it saying file not found? The file should be found.
Can you link it in Skype, maybe?
Yes, that'll work.
Okay.
Oh wait, now it's uploaded.
Okay. And by the way, we're not on the word space.
No, I know. I'm just about
Okay.
to move you to a different screen anyway.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, hello.
That looked like the wrong layer.
I'm having to jump you because I've got that many layers that it wouldn't let me go straight to the one I wanted.
Oh, hi.
This
hi
one,
there.
oh, gee, it looks like a giant fucking aboleth.
Giant,
Oh, hello.
giant to the scale that the fins along its back are taller than the fire giants.
Oh my
They're
fuck.
actually sat up against one of the fins. And
Are you
it's
shitting
taller
me?
than they are.
Holy shit.
You're standing on the
Guys?
back of this thing.
I say,
She does not seem very
So-
pleased.
I
William?
need to speak with you. My, so,
As you're arriving, and as you're kind of getting that out of your mouth, you hear the soul respond in your mind. We can speak as we travel, and you feel it starting to move.
okay. Well, I say, very well. I would just like to say that I'm being very hasty right now. There are a lot of ramifications to the actions that you are about to take.
I agree, and I find them quite favorable.
Perhaps you do, but we cannot allow ourselves to put ourselves to such debauchery. Is it not your own what's the word that I'm looking for? Purpose? Yeah, purpose. Is it not your own purpose
My
To
purpose.
catalog all living things instead of destroying them?
My purpose is to preserve the history, the majesty, and the sanctity of the Spelljammer. The
There are things
cataloging
in
of all
motion.
other things
My soul,
is second.
there are things in motion that you are ignoring at the moment.
They
You are ignoring my feelings. You are ignoring what I wish to accomplish. And you are ignoring lives. And it's really, really annoying when I can hear you breathing, Tim. Just horribly annoying. You're just like,
sorry.
and I'm like, oh, fuck, you just ruined the mood.
I moved the mic down, sorry.
As you're saying that, and as you're on about it, ignoring your feelings, the response that you get back to it from it is in much the same way that you have ignored my own through these months.
I understand. But do you not have patience? I said that I was going on a journey. A journey that involved finding myself. And I have found myself.
Patience. 2,000
Ready.
years later.
So, you just turn around and would you leave this place?
My patience, Vorian, has held for millennia upon millennia of isolation as I found
Then what
myself
is months?
trapped.
What is months to millennia, then? You can wait another week.
What will
Did you-
change in a week? The desecration still stands.
I plane shift. Do you not understand? Once you take your seat, then we can come back here if you still have that want. But I can guarantee that you will understand all of your feelings once you are back at your forefront. You will change your mind. You will not want revenge. You will want to continue your work.
Yes, this is all in his head.
No, this is me yelling.
Oh no, you're yelling, but the responses are coming to your head.
Yeah, she's responding in my head.
Give me a persuasion roll.
I mean, I'm really good at persuasion, Casey.
I know.
I don't.
I know. It also has a very high resistance. The DC is going to be astronomical, which I figured means you have about a 50-50 chance.
Can I assist him on this?
34.
And just say, sometimes he doesn't make sense, but this time he actually does. Is that okay?
I'm not sure how helpful that is, but
Okay.
Did I make the DC with 36? I do have advantage, actually, because of my ring. In fact, no, this is the perfect time. Yes, I use the power of the Ring of Regal Bearing. Automatic success.
Oh, yeah, that's an automatic success on persuasion. That's true.
This is
Okay.
the perfect time. You can't deny that, Casey. This is the perfect time for that.
did I deny it?
No.
Okay, you use the ring. And you basically are telling it to wait until you take it to the Spelljammer, and then decide if it's going to be back.
Then decide if it's going to come back. Decide what its real priorities are when it has the seat of the Spelljammer back. That's basically what I'm asking it to do.
You have a long moment's silence. And then the reply comes into your mind once more. I have always found it difficult to deny you when you speak earnestly. I will pause in my actions, though I assure you that my goal will not change, and the pause will not last forever. I am displeased with this.
And if that is how you decide when you are back on your rightful place, then I will help you myself.
Then let us hurry and be done with this petty task you have set, and get back to what is truly important.
Solo Space will remember this. I put my hand on the edge of the rough exterior, and I say, "Thank you, my soul. This means a great deal for me."
It doesn't reply. You can tell that it is still pissed.
Yeah.
Weirdest one-sided conversation ever.
As far as the
Just
question
say-
regarding a short rest, you do have about 6 hours until you get to Valheim.
How
take
much
long rest.
do you regain on a short rest and health?
That's actually a long rest if we don't have any watches.
Ah, true.
Yeah,
You
you
don't.
you could just about squeeze in a long rest. Yeah.
Which I am
I'm doing that.
exhausted. I've used so many wishes today.
Yeah, I know. I was.
So now that we've departed Iceland, are we still slowed?
No.
Those
you're
of us that failed the thing.
No, you're not.
Good. And
Also,
how
you
much
are
health?
slowed because of my wish.
Oh, I thought that was to just get rid of the general effect. I thought if we failed our save, we were still slowed.
No, that was to remove all of it.
Oh,
not.
well, it doesn't matter
Yeah,
now. We're
yeah,
leaving.
yeah.
How much health do you regain on a long rest?
On a long rest, you normally heal to full.
Oh, sweet.
On a short rest, you can spend hit dice.
You don't have.
Why I clicked that
1,040.
button.
You don't have 1,000.
1,040 out of 104. That
Well,
seems
I clicked the
unbalanced.
reduced max button. That's weird. No, I was at 38 hit points of 104, so I would like my hit points back. That's why I wasn't
Yeah.
looking forward to the fight. I was going to definitely have to burn all of my resources to stay alive.
Now,
Okay.
as you begin to approach the center system, you see something that, no matter how jaded you might be about things, is still a wondrous and phenomenal sight. You have basically two, if you can imagine in space terms, nebulas. They're not solid worlds. They are clouds of flowing colored cloud and gas and energy. Okay? In these clouds, there are floating islands of rock. And you're watching as one of these nebula is slowly orbiting the other. And you see wisps from the two of them almost kind of intermingling in that meeting area in between. You see that one of them, the nebula, is very kind of white, billowing, if you think summertime clouds. Whereas the other is shades of blacks and grays and streaks of lightning crackling through the cloud layers. And as you're approaching, you get fairly close, almost to the point that you're about to enter this nebula of floating islands. And then just as you do, a bolt of lightning and a crack of thunder, and you see reflected off in the distance one huge floating island. And on that island, a city that looks like it is crafted of gold and platinum, that is on a scale that twists your mind. Now, basically, I'm going to give you a real-world term example here to give you an idea of what you're looking at, okay? You know that Sveltenum was about 60 feet tall. So imagine a New York city built
Yes.
for people Sveltenum's size, made out of gold and platinum.
Oh shit! I want it.
Towering spires of buildings that are hundreds of stories tall, built for people Sveltenum's size.
That's awesome.
Are we still riding a death monster?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I ask
Through
if
space.
I ask if we could possibly go back to the ship. Fool. If that's okay.
The response that you get back is, should we encounter resistance, this form is much more capable.
I don't doubt that, but I don't believe we will be encountering resistance until we arrive. But even then, I doubt we will encounter resistance.
This form may also encourage resistance.
Yes, I will say that as well.
You kind of get this kind of disgruntled sigh in your mind, and without anything being said, all of you watch as the creature beneath you. You almost get the impression that it begins to liquefy as you're standing on it, and flow up and around you, like it's swallowing you up. And then as it begins to solidify, you find yourself inside the ship again.
Well, that was a unique experience.
And all three of the fire giants panic.
I'm gonna.
Oh, it's okay. It's all right. Just calm down.
I've just got that Lord of the Rings. It was deliberate. It was deliberate.
Yeah, you have shoot, I've lost. His name has left my brain now.
Old Man Blade.
No, the fire giant.
Oh.
I've completely forgotten his name.
It was a simple name.
It was.
Throw the G.
No, not Gavin. Claven. Glob.
What was that, Jamie?
Nothing, just being stupid.
Oh.
Grapes.
Scroll up to that one session where we killed a dragon.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Was it before or after Amatsuchi? It was after, wasn't it?
I'm at Sushi.
Yeah, where you went.
Yeah, that was
where you
way after.
No, it was actually when you got back from Amatsuchi is when you met them. Godric was the ice giant. Ferris was the fire giant.
All right. Yeah, I remember now.
And then there were the one
then
boy that had the crush on Tia.
Yeah. That's Eric.
Yes, that happened.
Yeah, Eric.
You don't
Eric
remember
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I don't remember this.
He has a teenage crush on Tia. He blushes and gets shy every time you come near him.
Uh-huh.
You had forgotten that on purpose, hadn't
Oh, shit.
you?
I don't remember unimportant things.
Oh, I see. That's what his feelings mean to you. Got it.
Rip his feelings.
But Ferris is literally sat there with his two sons kind of held against him, kind of trying to cover them over and protect them from this giant thing that's eating them, basically, as the three of them are not very happy at all. Old Man Blade is leaned up against one of the fins, snoring, and doesn't even move as the ship shifts around him. You actually watch as the Cyclops kind of catches him as the fin moves away, and then lowers him down onto the floor as it solidifies underneath him again. And he just doesn't even stir.
Yeah,
Is he alright?
sleeping.
Rumrick kind of looks up and says, he's tired.
Yeah, me too. That's when I like undo my bedroll and I lay down, and I start to take my long rest.
Okay.
Already taken it, dude.
No, this
Oh.
is. I'm assuming that you had the ship change during the journey, not after it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm definitely sleeping.
Okay. As so then, as you reach Osterna, as you reach Ost, and you are beginning to see this city, you realize that the bitter cold that you felt throughout the sphere, you can almost feel it radiating out from Ost. But then you almost feel waves of energy pass over you. And give me anyone who's paying attention. Give me an Arcana check.
I'm not paying attention to that.
39.
No point in trying.
Vorian, as you're approaching, you can almost feel waves of what feels like pure magic washing across you like waves every 10, 15 minutes. And you notice as you start to approach Osterna, as you start to approach Vonenheim, you're seeing movement.
Okay.
In some of the windows, in some of the buildings, you're seeing movement.
Interesting.
What?
Are we all awake at this point?
Oh, I'm awaking now. The reason I'm not paying attention to this is when I'm doing my morning ritual.
Yeah, you're all basically starting to wake as you're coming in on this final approach.
Very nice.
I just say, perhaps it's being dealt with now. Slowly.
Soul speaks to you as you're approaching and says, "Where is your destination?"
We have to get to the entrance to the city.
Crystal Bridge. Very well.
Yes.
The ship continues to move, and within the next hour or so, because you are still on a long approach, the ship begins to pull in, and you realize that at the edge of this this humongous floating rock, at the edge of the city, there is a wall that seems to be built out of platinum that is at least 200 feet tall. And then from that wall there is a gate, and leading out from that there is what looks like a stairway built for Titans that extends about 3 miles out off of the edge of the rock, and almost seems to extend like it's reaching out towards somewhere else, and then just dead ends in space. And the soul actually comes to light on that stairway.
Well,
All right. Is there an exit to the ship, or
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, in this form, it does have doors.
I point at the rear.
No, that's
Kinda-
that's the exit of the other form.
You want to go that way or that way?
I go towards the door and I hop down onto the bridge.
Okay. It appears to be a bridge. And like I said, this is a stairway made for Titans. It's about 3 miles long and about 2 miles tall that appears to be made out of diamond.
I would like
Wow.
my aesthetic to just very gently put everybody down and turn into the surfboard.
You get another long silence before it does begin depositing people.
Okay.
And then an even longer pause before it finally takes the shape of the floating board.
Okay.
You okay up there, Vorhan?
I'm fine. Are we going?
Are we going?
We're going.
Let's go.
There.
Lead on. Oh, my love, it's your adventure.
Oh.
Somehow I don't think it is anymore, but let's go.
Why would that be? Exactly. Still your idea. I didn't want to come here. Not entirely.
Let's go forward.
This is all your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah,
about
start walking across the bridge.
Okay. You walk about 30 feet forward and you get to the first step. And you look down, because this is a stairway built for people 60 feet tall. So you're looking at about a 20-foot drop.
I'm thinking stone giant.
Sorry, not 20 foot.
Stone giant?
About 10 foot.
I just
You want to
fly
fly?
down. Yeah, I can fly.
The
One.
steps are probably about 30 feet flat, 10 feet down. 30 feet flat, 10 feet down is kind of the scale that you're looking at.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly. This is pointless.
I think everyone's flying but Tia. And X.
You
X
have-
is also not flying.
Would you like a lift?
Tia has the cloud.
Tia does have the cloud if she uses it, yes.
I polymorph into a giant eagle.
So there's that.
I will turn into a stone giant.
Okay. So everyone manages to find a way to move. And you start walking down this stairway. And like I said, it is about 3 miles before you actually get to the gates of the city. As you're approaching the gates, give me a perception check.
Wait, don't I have something as a giant eagle?
You have advantage.
You have advantage, yeah.
Do I have advantage since I'm flying?
How would flying give you advantage?
That was a nice try, though. My
Actually,
advantage
it wasn't
would be
even that nice of a try. It was
My
a
advantage-
try, but
Yeah, but it would give me better overview over the entire area.
with the scale of this place, it actually doesn't. It actually gives you a view, but it doesn't really give you a great overview. You're still not over this place.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, bearing in mind that this stairway is leading you down into the city, but most of the buildings are still towering over you. Okay, everyone but Valiad notices that as you are approaching the gates, you actually see inside the gate, there's a shadowy recess kind of underneath the arch of the gate itself. And you can see someone standing in the middle of the gate. Oh, you two. Someone large. Yes, you're all hearing my barking dogs because they were...
Yay! So large someone standing in front of the gate. Well, continue to approach him.
Yep. I follow.
You continue heading downwards. It takes you a bit of time to get down there because, like I said, it is a big stairway. And as you get there, you see...
I will be right back real quick, sorry.
Okay. I'll hold up just a moment then until Doc gets back.
No, you can continue, I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. I will continue then until he gets back.
Sorry about that. They wondered how they could share Wi-Fi on the phone, so I had to show them.
Huh?
They asked how they could share Wi-Fi through the phone here, so I just had to show them.
Let me just grab this image real quick. I should have had these images prepped, but I was lazy this week and didn't.
Bad, Casey. Considering how easy they are to add to Roll20.
Huh?
Bad, Casey.
Oh well. You see, standing in the gate, this guy.
Storm giant.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna turn into my stone giant form at this point.
Okay.
How tall is this dude? He'd be 60 feet. No, he'd be...
He's not quite
What
as
about-
big as Old Man Winter. He's probably 50 feet.
Yeah.
Probably still in the Titan range, but not quite as big as Winter. But his axe is still about, 30 feet tall.
I just walk straight up to him.
That axe could literally just squash me like a bug.
Yes, it could, and that's not even looking at the blade.
I find that my character would find that interesting, not scary at all. Like
He could demonstrate,
yeah,
and he does have
That's
an axe and multiple swords and other blades.
yeah, I'm not
Very,
surprised.
very much like this guy is armed to the teeth.
I just walk straight up to him. Cuff.
Yay.
Who goes there?
I'm gonna look over.
Two and Evanwood and her crew.
Did any of the rest of you take giant forms, or are you all still in your normal selves?
Borian was his.
I'm tiny whiny.
Yeah, Vorian was in.
I've hopped up onto Tia's shoulder.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'm
be on the
little
other.
Yoki.
Say, I want to be on the other, just because.
I love this image.
Just
right
kinda-
now.
Sitting there, chilling out, waiting for the giant to make a bad move.
Hell yeah.
So you're a stone giant?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're about 20 Did we say 22 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, these guys on your shoulders aren't like dwarfed by your shoulders, but they do fit on your shoulders. So, yeah. He kind of chuckles and he says, "This is no place for your small pets."
I just kind of go into a belly laugh as he says that.
I'm kind of interested to do the same. I'm like, but when have I turned into a pet? That's going to be going through my guy's mind. Like, when did that happen? Because
I can't just leave. I just look back at him. I can't just leave my pets out here.
Hey,
Quiet spot.
He kind of looks at you a bit oddly and he says, "Have you heard the call?
have I heard?
Have
Why do
you
you think I'm
answered the
up?
crown?"
was that the sound we heard earlier?
How else would we be here?
Shut up, pet.
Hey! I'll start singeing hairs.
"You have come to swear your oath to the last king of Varnheim."
I hold up my ring.
Don't
Back
think
up.
this is
I
time.
I'm looking at Tia. Am I supposed to hold up mine too?
I'm not proposing to anybody.
The giants and Old Man Blade, by the way, are a good bit behind you. They're trailing far behind the group.
That's okay.
He sees the ring, and you see recognition go over his face. And he bows slightly, and he says, "My apologies
Oh,
for
it's
my haste.
quite alright.
I
Fine.
still advise against bringing the pets, however. It is
Okay, if I get
unsafe."
called a pet one more